Mhm. So the capital structure of ERS company is as follows. At least now I'm recording. The capital structure of ERS company is as follows. Ordinary share capital is 0.5 kwacha per share, giving you 25 million kwacha. So it gives you an understanding of how many shares are in there. If 0.5 is one share, meaning that 25 million divided by 0.5, you will get 50 million shares that were issued. You have the reserves, Jesse. These reserves, in your computations, they will not actually be included for a simple reason that these are all book values. You are not going to spend more time on book values. The only book value that you're going to look at would be probably the bank loan. Are you getting me? All the things that you have to look at in here should actually be at market value. So we are told there's a 10% redeemable 100 kwacha bonds. The moment you are given a redeemable bond, all they are telling you indirectly is that you compute your internal rate of return. %, a loan which shall be amortized up to 2024, the bank loan is 10. You have that capital employed. Then you are told ERS company has an ordinary share beta coefficient of 1.25 and the ex-dividend market value per share of 6. The ex-interest market value of the bonds is 96.5 kwacha per 100 kwacha nominal. The bonds are redeemable at par in 4 years' time. The equity risk premium is 9% per year, while the risk-free rate of return is 6% per year. ERS company pays profit tax at an annual rate of 30% per year. So the question is, calculate cost of equity. So on cost of equity here, you can use what they call capital asset pricing model. So let me just write something. So you can use,
capital asset pricing model.
Yes, the capital asset pricing model. Capital asset, sorry. Asset pricing model, which is CAPM.
Risk-free.
So here it will be your risk-free rate plus your beta, open bracket, your equity risk premium, your equity risk premium, so your equity risk premium, that's just a P, like that. Sometimes you can just say risk-free rate plus beta, open bracket, the market risk minus the risk-free. It gives you your equity risk premium. So the risk-free rate, according to the question, it is how much? Your equity risk premium is is 9%, whereas the risk-free rate is 6%. So you have 6% plus your beta of 1 point, is it 1.2? 1.25?
Beta is
times 9%. Which is your risk premium, right? Giving you Zingat. That's what we'll go to Excel. So it gives you how much? 1.25 times 9%.
11.11.
Why you have already calculated? It gives you how much?
This one actually, I worked it out. I managed.
Yes, how much?
What I did this I worked it out. It gives 17.25. So I don't know whether it's correct.
17.25%. Okay. So then now, stop sharing. Let me just get the Excel here. You're able to see my Excel, isn't it? Are you able to see the Excel?
Yes.
Network, eh? What is happening? Okay. So you had in for the cost of equity, you had your 6% plus your 1.25 times your 9%,
0.25
which gives you 17.25, your cost of equity, because we need these numbers.
plus
The,
9%.
Then you are, okay, that was the first part. The second thing was on what? On after-tax cost of redeemable debt. So on redeemable debt, so on the redeemable debt, we know that it's for 4 years. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we start with, we are actually told, where is it? ERI's company as an ordinary share, blah, 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 that part we have looked at it. The ex-interest market value of the bonds is 96.5 per 100 kwacha nominal. The bonds are redeemable at par in 4 years' time. So we know that the redemption, to redeem this bond, will be at par, isn't it? So at par, you expect that it would be Yeah, the internet is not stable. Hello, are you there, Jess?
Yes.
Mhm. So
Yes,
here,
coach, I'm here.
okay. So here,
I'm
what
here.
we're actually going to do, we need to come up with the internal rate of return for this thing. We are actually going to look at a number of things. One, what is the value now for this particular bond? Secondly, from there, we'll have to also look at the interest that is coming in. So the interest that is coming in also at redemption. So the current value, if we are actually starting from here, what is the current value of this bond? The current value of this bond is 96.5. You get that? So we have 96.5. This is the current value. So we'll do like this. This is the current value, is 96.5. But in year 4, it will be redeemed. We'll have at par value of 100. You get that? Hello? So this is on the bond.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes, coach.
So we're saying it is coming in. This is the now, because you are told the X interest market value, the value of this bond is at 96.5. But the bonds are redeemable at par in 4 years, which will give you your cash inflows. Are we there? Then now, from here, you have the interest.
Yes, coach.
So your interest is less your tax. The interest and your interest is actually computed at the nominal value. So the nominal value,
which is 100.
Yes, so which is 100. So the nominal value, without taxing it, it was going to be 8 consol. It was going to be 8. But we are actually removing, it is 8 times open bracket 1 minus 30%.
Our pre-tax cost.
Yes.
So, but coach, where are we getting the 8 from?
The 8, oh, 10, sorry. I got for the bank loan, sorry. It's the 10%. Yes. So meaning that what you're going to have here, less your tax, you're going to have 7s, isn't it?
Yes, 7. Yes, coach.
So do like this. Now, having these numbers, we need now to do what? To compute the internal rate of return. But we need to find 2 discount factors that we can actually use. So in this case, we could just pick even a 5 and a 10%, any. So we'll say, if we are picking, say, for example, the 5% as discount factor. If say, for example, Jesse, if I was using Excel, I would just say equals internal rate of return. I would do like this and put these numbers. Then it gives me the rate that I want. You get me, huh? I'll just do that.
Yes, coach. Coach, I still have a question on interest, because for me, I used after tax cost, which is pre-tax, times open bracket 1 minus tax rate. So which was 0.1 times I open bracket, then 1 minus 0.
What are you saying? You used it?
Then I found
Just tell me what you used. You used which?
I used the after tax formula.
Which one? Just tell
Then
me.
I found 7% also.
Uh-huh.
For this one we are working. So
Yeah.
but for you just went direct. So I'm trying to clarify if you also worked it out first.
I did this.
Then that's
The
when you came with
10%,
the
you had your 10 here, right? Times
yes.
Times 1 minus 0.3. It was a mental computation.
0.3, yes.
Mm.
Oh yes, okay. I didn't see it. That's why I was.
Yeah,
But
it was
I
a
also
mental
worked it out,
computation.
and that's what I found.
Yeah. Because what you're actually saying, in short, first you're saying your bonds are at 100 kwacha, as in terms of the book value, or at par, times 10%, 0.1. Whatever you have there, then you're actually saying you're subjecting it to tax, 0.3, like this.
To tax, yes. 0.3, sure. Yes. Okay.
So these are the computations. So we are saying the internal rate of return. If I was using my Excel, this will be the exact point at which you can have your IRR. So meaning that if I have this on the discount factor, I can just say for the discount factor, I'll start with the first one, which is actually 10%. It will give me a positive. Then I'll go to the other one, which is at 15%. So meaning that here it will be 1 divided by 1.1. It will give me this. Obviously, in the exam, you are given the discount, the discount in the tables, those present value tables.
Yes.
So to be divided by 1.1. And I'll do like this and take it up to there. So from here, I'll now get the present value, which is basically that times there, giving me these numbers. So PV1 or NPV1, it is equals sum of that, giving me 2.7. So I'll get this whole thing up to there, copy, come here, and paste it there. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. Then we'll change the discount factor to 15%, so that we get a negative. So from here, I'll have 1.15, which is at 15%, 1.15 at 15%. Copy this and do like that. Which gives us as NPV2, it gives us negative 6.25.
7.5.
The internet is not stable. Okay. Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Hello? Jesse?
Yes, coach.
So here now, you have, I always want to calculate them in advance. This one where you say NPV 1 minus NPV 2. So in calculating them in advance, we'll have this minus
NPV1.
NPV2. So I'll have that.
NPV2.
Then I would also calculate the discount factor 2 minus discount factor 1, which is 15% minus 10%, which is 5%. Once we have this, I'll then now go to my internal rate of return, which equals to the discount factor 1 plus NPV 1 divided by NPV 1 minus NPV 2 times discount factor 2 minus discount factor 1, like this, which then gives us the discount factor 1, which is the 10%, plus NPV 1, which is that, divided by this one that we have calculated, NPV 1 minus NPV 2 times 5%, which gives you that same 11. Any questions?
Not really, coach, but I would kindly request that when you have time, maybe you take me through internal rate of return. I think it's like good manning concept.
So
Maybe not now.
Okay.
Could be even tomorrow.
Okay,
Or
not a
whenever
problem.
you have time.
Okay, when you are here or wherever. Well, you are starting off what time?
I'm starting off at 17. Then I
Today?
will have a layover in Ethiopia.
No.
No, tomorrow. So from, let's say, Zambian time from maybe 20 or 21, I'll be available. By then, I would have checked in the hotel, so I will have internet.
Okay. Okay. Not
Yes,
a problem. So you have this now becomes the what are you looking at here? Very good question. Yeah. That now becomes your after tax, tax cost of redeemable debt. After tax, redeemable debt. Is it redeemable, whatever bond? What are you calling this thing? The cost of debt. And just say cost of debt, you know what it is.
Yes, God.
Okay. So that is part 2. So the third one, what is the third one? The third one is on the bank loan.
After tax cost.
Which is even more simplified, the third one, because you're just looking at the bond. the bank loan. So the bank loan, it is basically you have your thing. What are they saying on the bank loan? It's basically the 8%. So here, that's the cost of your thing. But this is before tax is deducted. Right? So your bank loan.
Yes, coach.
You have your 80%. Right? So here then now you're actually saying it is your 8% times 1 minus 0.3.
Minus 0.3, which gives us 5.6.
5.6. This will be your cost.
Yeah.
Once you are done with this, your cost of capital, your Wacc should not be a problem. Those formulas they show, they should not discourage you. You ignore those formulas they show. All you do here, you show the market value.
Okay.
Watch our market value.
Is,
From the market value, you show the cost in percentage, then you show the cost this side. So like, for example, you start with your equity. We know that the cost of equity is that number that you had, which is your 17.25%. The cost of the bond is that number that you had, which is 11, where is it? Which is 11.45%. But the real one, the exact one is 11.3, but you will not have access to Excel to get the real one, but you will have this from your computations. Then the bank loan. This is for the bank loan. Now that you have these numbers, you go to what is the market value of this equity? You come here. We'll have to compute. If it's not there, we'll have to compute the market value. What are we told? We are actually told ERC company has an ordinary share, blah, 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 value, market value per share of, at least we have already been given, of 6 kwacha. This is ex-div. If it was cum div, we have to remove the dividend from there so that we have the cum div. So the ex-div, we will first need to check the number of shares that are there. There are 50 shares because you are saying per share is 0.5. So it is 25 divided by 0.5, giving you 50 million shares. Now the 50 million shares times the market price, the market value of this share, it is 50 times 6, giving you 300. So this is the 300 you are going to bring here. Yes. This is the 300 you're going to bring there. These are millions. Which is the 300 times the 17.25. So that will be your first cost So the cost of equity is 51.75 million. Are you getting that? Are you even there?
Yes, coach. I'm trying to. No. I think I'm behind.
Let's move together, right?
I'm trying to get how you found the 50, because you say 0.5.
Check first what is in the balance sheet. Let's start from here. Yes. What is in the balance sheet? On the ordinary share capital, you have 25 million.
Oh.
Are we together? You have 25 million.
I think that's where I was missing it. Me, I was doing direct 25. Okay.
So you have 25 million. With this 25 million, you are told down here that per share, 0.5 kwacha gives you 1 share. So meaning that the 25 million here will give you how many shares? So it will be 25 million times 1 divided by 0.5, giving you 50 million shares. Are we there?
Yes, coach.
So the 50 million shares times 6 kwacha, which is the market value, times 6 kwacha, it gives you the total market value of this type of capital, which is equity, is 300 million. This is the 300 million that you have put here.
Yes, coach.
Then now you go to the bond. Sorry. You go to the bond. The bond, you have how much was the bond?
The bond is
So when you check on this, we also need to know how many were there so that we do proper computation. It's at nominal value of 100 kwacha. You have unredeemable of 20.
Can you also give me permission to record?
Okay. Let me do this. Wait. Okay. So coming to the bond. So here in short, what you're actually saying is that one bond equals to what? Equals to 100 kwacha, isn't it?
Yes, coach.
So one bond, it gives you 100 kwacha. But then you had 20 million kwacha in your balance sheet. That is what it's showing. 20 million kwacha. How many bonds are you going to have? So to be 20 million, so here I'll do like this. So it will be 20 million divided by 100, giving you 200,000 bonds. Are you getting me? Because they move in packages of what? Of 100. So this is.
Coach. I'm getting you, but I don't know where we get the 20 million from.
20 million is from your balance sheet. The bonds here is 20 million.
Oh, okay. Yes, thank
you. Is it okay?
Yes, coach.
But then you are told that these bonds, they have been valued at how much? Instead of 100, the market value of the bonds has gone to 96.5.
Yes.
So the number of bonds times the market value per bond is 96.5, right?
0.5.
So giving you the market value as total, giving you the market value, which would be 200,000 times 96.5, giving you 19.3. You get me?
Yes, coach.
So here we will have this 19.3 divided by 1 million because we want to raise them, which gives us 19.3 there. Okay. And do not get worried of these costs because we have already looked at the after tax. So meaning tax has already been debunked from there. So then coming to the bank loan. The bank loan, a loan is a loan. So you get whatever is in the balance sheet. That is what you're going to use. That will still be the actual value of that loan. So the actual value of the loan will go to always go back to the balance sheet, which is this 10. That is what you're going to use.
It's 10 million.
10 million. Mvesesa because this is a management.
Yes, coach.
So here the total would be even this side, Jesse, will pick there. So ignore those formulas, VAMA, Wacc. Here you have already added all the weighted. You are weighting them. You have picked this against that. Whatever you get, that will be your Wacc. Don't waste time looking at those formulas. They will just confuse you. So it will be like this, divided by that, which your Wacc now would be 16.6%. This is what you're going to use. Hello?
Okay, thank you, coach. Hello, coach.
Anytime,
thank you.
Anytime, you are going tomorrow?
Yes, coach.
Okay.
But for today, I'm available the whole day.
Okay, so at 20, I know I'll be home. At 20, we can look at financial modeling, depending on the programs that they have, those guys. We can look at some few questions, but I'll let the team guide what they would want to learn, then I can go through the exam paper. So for now, thank you so much. Uzani in whatever time.
I should be thanking you, sir.
Okay.
No, Mzani was a coach. Me, I'm available anytime.
Oh, okay. Once I'll just be home then, because I'll be past 16 hours. Past 16 hours, I have that other thing for these guys who are working. I would rather you also attend. It's the same ID. Then 20, we can meet the rest of the team. Huh?
Yes, coach.
Okay.
Yes, coach.
So
thank you very much, coach.
Thank you very
Have a
much.
good day.
Bye-bye.